Councilor Nguyen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I guess I will start by saying I'm really disappointed in the legal opinion that we received last week. And so just wanted to get a few more legal opinions on this one. I can't say I have a lot of confidence or agree with the legal opinion that we were given. In the comms that we were given, the city solicitor stated attempts to enact deceptive advertising statutes in Connecticut have not been successful. And so I was able to connect with the lawyering project who worked with the Yale folks to actually work on this case pro bono. And so I did attach it to my order, which it actually states that, you know, because there was the case was settled, the ordinance is in effect. And so I just want to ask through the chair, I guess through the city solicitor or to the admin, since the case was settled, is the ordinance in effect? In your opinion?
Mr. Trainer.
Through the chair to the councilor, my understanding is the statute, it's a statute in Connecticut, is still in the books, but the Attorney General has said that they will not enforce the statute. That's why the case was settled.
Thank you for that. And I did see that in your legal opinion. On page 2, Mr. Trainer used the National Catholic Register website to cite that the Attorney General Tong in Connecticut has no basis on enforcing the ordinance. And once again, I just want to say that the National Catholic Register is actually a pro-life organization. And so do you have any other evidence or resources to back you up on that?
Mr. Trainer.
Through the chair.
Through the chair to the councilor, in Googling for research on what happened with that case, that's the only thing that I could find on the internet was a reference to how the case was basically dispensed with. Whether it was from that source or not, that's all that was out there.
Gotcha. So were you able to talk to any reproductive justice experts as you were writing this legal opinion through the chair?
Through the chair, no.
All right. Well, through the chair to the city administration, I'm more than happy to connect you to reproductive justice experts when it comes to this, because I did notice that there was no reproductive justice experts that were cited on here. I do want to note that another cited source the solicitor used was the NIFLA, which is the National Institute of Family and Life Advocates. And I do want to read their mission to all of us, which is that NIFLA is a national leader in the development of legal guidelines to help members center convert to licensed medical clinics. Through the NIFLA Life's Choice Project, hundreds of these centers have been made successful to convert into medical clinic status. And so this is actually an organization that supports the creation of CPCs. And did you know that they helped in the creation of CPCs? Through the chair to the solicitor.
Mr. Trainer.
Through the chair, really doesn't matter what their organization stands for. That was the U.S. Supreme Court decision that I was researching and commenting on.
Yeah, so just for the public to know that they actually have 1,600 CPCs throughout the nation. And so I just want to ask through the chair to Mr. Trainer, why do you think these sources were credible sources to cite when writing a legal opinion?
Through the chair to the councilor, usually a U.S. Supreme Court decision is very credible to cite in a legal opinion, and that's what I did.
I was, just to clarify, I was actually asking about the National Institute of Family Life Advocate that was cited, not the actual case.
NIFLA, as the acronym goes, is the case. So I was citing from the case from the U.S. Supreme Court and the decision of the court, not about the NIFLA itself as an organization.
Thank you. And so did you cite in any way the other side of the case, or is it just one-sided?
The court issues a decision, and you cite what the court's decision is. The court doesn't give both sides of the issue. It gives what it believes is the interpretation of the case law, that case, the facts, and the U.S. Constitution. And that's what was cited in the report.
That's very interesting because through my just quick Googling, I found the Lawyering Project page, which I added to my order. And so I just wanted to ask, through the chair to the city manager, I know in the comms that attached was the Massachusetts Family Institute legal opinion on why this would be unconstitutional. Can you tell me about what you know about them?
Mr. Manager?
Through the chair to the council, I'm not too familiar about who they are. What I tried to do with this report is provide all the documentation that we had available to us that was provided to us. And this was a legal document that was sent to us via email and to every counselor. So I wanted to just provide that as part of the package.
Yeah, thank you for adding that. And I do want to clarify to the public that, you know, the Massachusetts Family Institute doesn't support our sex ed for sure. They think that we sexualize children, and they think that everyone should remain abstinent until marriage. And so I just want to read a little bit of their mission bullet points. So on their website, it says, strengthening, protecting, and preserving a Christian view of marriage as embodying the complementary of male and female, affirming the inherent differences between men and women as a reflection of God's glory to be embraced, not a weakness to be overcome, recognizing the male and female sexes as the real and enduring part of a person's created nature, not an imaginary social construct, protecting life, including the lives of the unbirthed, the elderly, and the most vulnerable among us. And so I'm really just reading these things because this was a source that we've been getting our information. And so I really question that. As someone who is a sociology major, I think it's so important for us to really get all the perspectives and not just a religious pro-life perspective, especially when we're trying to determine a legal ordinance that will protect people from these anti-abortion centers and these crisis pregnancy centers. I guess I will say, in summary, the city solicitor used 4 sources in his legal opinion. One was a case that was settled in Connecticut, and the ordinance still remained. One is a USA Today News.com. And then we have 3 3 pro-life religious sources. I think anyone with critical thinking skills on this would know that we need more legal opinion on this. I'm asking the admin to do their due diligence when it comes to giving us a report. I'm disappointed by this. I wonder, are we going to take legal advice from people who think abortion is not reproductive? Who think abortion is not reproductive justice, that marriage is only between a man and a woman, and that gender is God's will? Are we actually going to listen to those folks and choose them as the narrative creators in our city? And lastly, I just want to let people know that these reverse abortion pills are not medically cleared and not scientific. So for folks who are offered that and told that by people who they trust, please don't use that. When we heard that on our testimonial time, that broke my heart because no one should be going through that. Do not use anything that says you could reverse an abortion through a pill. Thank you.